My raider tanked my eval because I wouldn't go drinking with him. I'm a staff sergeant in the Army, been in 9 years. Solid record, good performance, never had issues with leadership. Until I got assigned to work under Captain Donovan. Donovan was prior enlisted, made officer through Green to Gold program, good guy on paper, combat veteran, decent leader during work hours. But he had this thing about after work drinking. Every Thursday night he'd organize these bar trips, called it team building. 5 or 6 guys from our section would hit this dive bar off base, drink until midnight, show up hungover on Friday. I went the first couple times, made an effort to fit in, but I'm not really a drinker, never have been. 2 beers and I'm done for the night. These guys were doing shots and getting plastered. Plus, I had a newborn at home. My wife Vanessa was exhausted handling night feedings alone. Thursday was my night to take over so she could sleep. After those first 2 trips, I started declining. Sorry, sir. Got family stuff tonight. Donovan would give me this look. Come on, Sterling. Just one drink. Team needs you there. Can't tonight, Captain. Baby's not sleeping well. He'd shrug it off, but I could tell he wasn't happy about it. The other guys, Garrett, Wade, Curtis, they never missed a Thursday. Started noticing they'd reference inside jokes from the bar. Stories I wasn't part of. They'd gotten tight with Donovan outside work. During office hours, everything seemed fine. I did my job well, led my team, completed missions, stayed on top of paperwork, no complaints from anyone. Then annual evaluations came around. Donovan calls me into his office, slides the eval across his desk. I'm expecting the usual strong ratings. Maybe a couple areas for improvement, but nothing serious. Instead, it's garbage. 3s and 4s across the board. In the Army, anything below a 5 is basically saying you're incompetent. This eval would kill my promotion chances. The comments were worse. Fails to demonstrate team cohesion, lacks commitment to unit morale, does not actively participate in section activities. I stared at it in disbelief. Sir, what section activities am I not participating in? You know what I mean, Sterling. You're never around when the team gets together. You mean the bar trips. It's more than that. It's about being part of the team, building trust. You can't do that if you're always running home. My jaw clenched. With respect, sir, I have a 4-month-old daughter. My wife needs support at home. We all have families, Sterling. Garrett's got 3 kids. He makes time. Garrett's wife doesn't work. Mine does. We split childcare. Donovan leaned back in his chair. Look, I need people I can count on. People who are committed to this unit. If you're not willing to invest in relationships here, it shows in your performance. My work performance has been excellent, sir. Your technical skills are fine, but leadership is about more than checking boxes. It's about being present. I realized what was happening. He was punishing me for not drinking with him, disguising it as professional feedback. Sir, I'd like to request an appeal on this evaluation. His expression hardened. You can try, but every other officer in this battalion knows how our section operates. They see who shows up and who doesn't. I left his office furious. Took the eval to my retention NCO, explained the situation. He read it and shook his head. Sterling, this is retaliation, but it's written just vaguely enough that it'll be hard to prove. I filed a formal rebuttal anyway. Documented every mission I'd led successfully, every metric where I'd exceeded standards, attached emails from other leaders praising my work, submitted it through the chain of command. 2 weeks later, got called to the battalion commander's office. Lieutenant Colonel Everett wanted to see me personally. Walked in expecting the worst. Instead, Everett had both my eval and my rebuttal on his desk. Sergeant Sterling, I've reviewed your case, also spoke with several other officers who've worked with you. Their assessment doesn't match Captain Donovan's evaluation. Yes, sir. I'm also aware of Captain Donovan's Thursday night activities. While there's nothing wrong with socializing off duty, it shouldn't factor into professional evaluations. My heart started pounding. I'm sending this eval back to Captain Donovan for revision. He'll be counseled on appropriate rating criteria. You'll receive a fair assessment based on your actual job performance. Thank you, sir. Everett looked at me seriously. For what it's worth, choosing your family over a bar is the right call. Don't let anyone tell you different. Donovan rewrote the eval. All 5s and 6s. Comments focused on actual work accomplishments. He barely spoke to me after that. The Thursday bar trips continued, but Donovan stopped inviting me, which was fine. I spent those nights at home with Vanessa and our daughter, made Sergeant First Class on my next promotion board. That tanked eval would have killed my chances if Everett hadn't intervened. Donovan transferred out 6 months later. Heard he got in trouble at his next unit for similar issues. Apparently other soldiers complained about the same favoritism. Last Thursday night, Garrett texted me. Said he wished he'd backed me up back then. That he regretted prioritizing those bar trips over his own family. His wife had just asked for a divorce. Told him she was tired of being a single parent while he was out drinking. Standing your ground costs you in the short term. But looking at my daughter now, watching her take her first steps while Vanessa and I cheer her on, I know I made the right choice.